Hello, beautiful people. Thanks for coming to my channel. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed because YouTube does unsubscribe people that they think have not been very active. So if you find yourself unsubscribed, please subscribe again if you wish. And don't forget to click on the notification bell so you are notified when I have a video coming up. Now, what does it take to make Meghan Markle happy? What does it take to fulfill all of Meghan Markle's desires, wishes, wants, whatever you want to call it, demands, whatever you want to call it? And why are people letting Harry off the hook? I don't understand why people are so happy that Harry's coming back home. What home? The home that Harry has trashed repeatedly? Not only the monarchy, the institution, but his relatives in the United Kingdom and Commonwealth. So why are people so excited that he's coming back home? And why are they excited that he's coming back without Meghan Markle? We're going to explore this right now. Isn't Meghan classy? That's her favorite position, is pose with her legs wide open. Yeah. What you would think that somebody like Meghan Markle, who comes, she came from upper class or middle class, upper middle class, going to private schools that, that amounted to somebody's yearly wage. That was what her tuition fees cost without uniforms, all the activities and other stuff. In spite of the fact that she falsely claims to have been poor. And you know what? I want to do a little bit of a sidebar. Remember I did the video where I showed that Doria lived in Crenshaw, and wrongly, all the newspapers, when Harry started dating Meghan Markle, said that she lived there with Doria because nobody would think that she would live with her dad. People would mostly assume that it's the mother who raises the daughter, right? As we have now seen, that was not the case. But they made the assumption that she had. So you can't fault the press for thinking that she grew up in Crenshaw, not in Woodland Hills with her father in a posh neighborhood, But anyways, so she's gotten used to all her life, like Mr. Markle said, she's a princess. So, and that Harry was the lucky one. That's what Mr. Markle said. So Meghan has gotten used to getting everything she wants, almost, except fame in Hollywood. Because of course, unless you're a relative of Meghan or she's doing you, or you're in a relationship with her, everybody can spot her for who she is, a less than average nobody who lies for a living. I mean, I don't even think she lies for a living. I just think she lies. Because she doesn't like herself, so she has to make something up about her. That's what I think of her, that she has to lie because she's not happy with her current life. Even now, she's lying about everything. For example, she's lying that she's this feminist when her only achievement has been to marry Harry. Okay? That's her biggest achievement to date, because everything after that has failed, in spite of the fact that the numbers have been fudged and everything has been manipulated with the Spotify, that fake award of this little known, foundations or whatever you want to call it. So you can't be blamed for wrongly assuming that Meghan Markle would be anything but grateful and she would be kissing the ground on which the Queen walked on, because she was rescued from this permanent D-list. You would think that, right? You would think that Meghan would be counting the lucky stars, that she managed to fool this idiot who's dumber than she is, and that she finds herself in a position with a royal title from the biggest royal family in the world, that her children that haven't been properly verified find themselves in the line of succession and with titles, in spite of the fact that all protocols in order to put them there have not been followed. We don't have documentation, and the royal family to this day still refuse to show them. You would think that having her name in the monarchy's website, which is actually quite prestigious and gives her credibility, and yeah, I mean, there's nothing bigger really as a PR move for you to be in the monarchy's website as a working member of the royal family, because only working members of the royal family are in the monarchy's website. And in that website where it says that you represent the duties and the crown and blah blah blah, and that you're doing your duty, that you're only flying back and forth from the United States to the United Kingdom, and that your permanent residence is Frogmore Cottage, still there, that gives her cachet, that gives her prestige. You would think that this woman, who as a D-lister used to pay 3 Z-lister, I don't think she was a D-lister, she was below that, used to pay 3 PR agencies to try and promote her ass, and she still couldn't get anywhere. You would think that this woman, who's never owned anything, everything was leased or given, who has, you know, hustled her way to be a filler in red carpets, you know, that she was working as a walker in the, or she was a working girl for the Soho. And a working girl, I don't mean the way you mean it, although it could be a working girl for the Soho House, to fill the red carpet, to, you know, to look after VIP guests. You would think that was her job. That's what she was doing in Istanbul and any other event. In 2014, when she attended the party that Harvey Weinstein did for the Imitation Game, I think it was called, that she was a filler, you know. And in 2015 in Istanbul, her name wasn't even mentioned. She was the other guest. You would think that this woman who flew from the United States, from Canada to the United Kingdom, looking for a reality show, to star in a little known reality show, you know, anywhere else except, you know, the United Kingdom, and was rejected, would be ecstatic to be part of the royal family. Many of you have written me that you're shocked that Meghan Markle got police protection funded by the taxpayers before she was actually married to Harry, because usually they do get, but usually Prince Charles paid for it. I don't think Catherine got it. And all of you have written to me, some of you, oh, did you hear? I heard in another channel. If you go back quite a few videos, I did 3 or 4 videos about it, and I talked about all the privileges that I didn't understand what people were accusing. Actually, was around the racism claims that Meghan had. And I talked about all the things she got that nobody else had gotten. Like her mother was invited, she was invited to the Queen's Sandringham Christmas, even though she wasn't married to Harry. Doria was married, was invited as well. How she was allowed in the royal train way before Catherine. How she was getting police pay protection because Harry complained that I said all of that, but I guess none of you listened to me. Maybe it's the accent, maybe it's the delivery, maybe because, I don't know. I don't know why, but I said this a while ago. Now all of you are making a big deal out of it. It's like, oh, Valentine Lowe said it, and some other YouTubers are saying it. Great, I'm glad that you paid attention to those YouTubers, because I said that like in 3 or 4 videos, and I said I don't understand why the UK taxpayers are not making more of it. So Meghan Markle was not happy with that. Meghan Markle was not happy with the over £1 million that she got for clothing allowance alone, which was 10 times more than what Catherine got, and people bitched about her getting that much money. Meghan Markle was not happy with the police protection she got before anybody else. She was not happy with all the privileges that she's not happy with the fact that she has a royal title, Duchess. Now she wants to call herself Princess Meghan. She wants people to address her not as Meghan the Duchess of Sussex, but Princess Meghan the Duchess of Sussex, because that's what she wants. But it's not gonna make her happy. A £32 million wedding. She didn't pay for the gown, unlike Catherine. Charles paid for the gown. So that didn't make her happy. The supposed hundreds of millions in Netflix, that didn't make her happy. The supposed 18 million in Spotify, that doesn't make her happy. So what makes Meghan Markle happy? Because you would think that this woman living in California, having supposedly Oprah, Tyler Perry being the godfather of a daughter who's a billionaire, and Oprah being on speed dial and everything, you would think that that would make her happy. Being part of the monarchy's royal website, having her children with very shady deals without being verified at all with any public information. Because to date, we don't know anything about the children. All the proper legal documentation required for those children to be in the line of succession to begin with have not been produced. And it's clear that we will never get them. It is clear as day that we will never get them, and it's very clear as day that UK Parliament is being complicit about this. And I know many of you say, oh, you go on and on about this, Paula, but you guys need to start a UK parliamentary petition asking for the succession laws to be amended so only children, and be retroactive to 2011, so only children born in the United Kingdom and residing in the United Kingdom, and royals residing in the United Kingdom, physically residing in the United Kingdom, can be in the line of succession. That will take care of 3 birds with 1 stone. Harry, Meghan, Harry and his 2 kids. Because if he wants to be in the line of succession, he would go back to the United Kingdom and live there. And the same thing, but unfortunately the titles are a complete prerogative of the monarch until that other thing is passed, the bill for removal of titles is passed. So what will make Meghan happy? I'll tell you what will make Meghan happy. Meghan Markle will be happy when she divorces Harry and she gets to keep all the titles. She doesn't have to work anymore, and she is maintained up to the standard she's gotten accustomed to. And that she has all her A-listers friends paying homage to her, or that she has A-lister people. She wants to be part of that club, of the A-list club, that even the title has not been able to. The title opened the doors to her, but her behavior shut those doors firmly in her face. Her lies, her actions, her bullying, those things have shut those doors that were wide open when she first married Harry back in her face. A narcissistic person can never be happy because, it's like a terrorist. If you give him 1 inch, he will want a whole meter. If you give a meter, they will want a kilometer. They'll never enough. They're never satisfied. But to me, I think that Meghan Markle will only be happy if all the A-listers kiss her ass and she remains ranked. That's what she wants. Because those A-listers rejected her, and we know that Meghan Markle hates people who reject her. But these are all my thoughts and opinions. What do you guys think? Am I completely off? So yes, let me know what your thoughts are.